Hello and welcome to Tour Obscure, episode number 8. And today we are at the former Sheffield ski village. And just behind me is the old entrance to this former world-class facility. It opened in 1988, but today it sits abandoned and overgrown. So the ski village initially opened in 1988 and it proved ever so popular. In fact, so popular that it kept getting expanded with different facilities put in place all the way up to 1994, to the point where there was a total of 8 ski slopes here, and inside the buildings there was a bowling alley and laser tag. It really was a great facility for a great family day out. Just outside the ski village we've got some abandoned ski boots. Now I have seen somebody on that site digging around, so I'm not quite sure what they're up to. I mean, I would pretty much say that they're not of any use anymore, but whatever floats your boat. So as you can see, plenty of boulders to stop cars getting into this site. But the original gate posts are still in place, and these were once attached to some very large gates, as you'll see in this photo, with the name of the venue written across it. So just there would have been the car park for the ski village, and then just next door we would have had a collection of buildings, which was the ski lodge, which had a bar in it, the boots room, where you get kitted up, and as you can see now it's a far cry from what it once was. So just here at the bottom of the practice slopes you can see what's left of the main buildings, where they've been demolished after the fire or collapsed. Either way, same result. And just through these trees here you will see the old practice slopes. And I myself have actually been down this during a school trip in 2009. Beautiful July day, remember it very clearly. And before you were allowed to go on the main slopes, you'd be brought onto these smaller slopes for a couple of hours just to get some confidence and boost your skills, and then you'd be let loose. But you can see the fabric still in place, but it's been torn up in some places. So this is the most intact part of the training slope. It's relatively untouched, but as you can see, nature is slowly taking over. So what happened to the ski village? Why did we end up with this overgrown mess? Well, it all started in 2012. The ski village was still as popular as ever, but unfortunately on the 29th of May 2012, a major fire broke out in the main building. There was talks about rebuilding and getting the ski village up and running again, but unfortunately 2 days later another fire broke out in the control room for the ski lifts, which was located at the top of the main slope. A number of other fires happened in the days following, and it was obvious it was being done deliberately. In fact, to this date, over 50 fires have been recorded as being started deliberately on this site. So there was not really any coming back from that. Currently, there is a company called Extreme, and they're in talks with Sheffield City Council about a £22 million plan for this site to turn it into an extreme sports centre, very similar to the old ski village. However, it's 2023 and that was the scheduled completion date, and the site still looks like this. You can still see evidence of where people have tried to set fire to things. And it seems even nature doesn't escape from the arsonists. They've had a good go at that tree there. I'm sure everybody's got their own opinions on people like that. So just behind me is the start of the toboggan run. And again, another memory, I remember coming here for a birthday party. I think it was a sister's friend's birthday, something along those lines. And basically they would shut off the toboggan run and your group would have exclusive use of it, so you could have a whale of a time. And now it just sits abandoned. It's very sad indeed. So we're going to attempt to follow this toboggan track all the way down. Whether we'll encounter any blockages in the track, we'll soon see. Oh dear, that's very deep, that part. Not sure whether the floor's disintegrated where I've just stood, but my foot's just gone down a good couple of inches and managed to stop it going further. So obviously you can see the toboggan run is being reclaimed by nature there. And then just over this way you can see what is left of one of the main slopes, which we'll go and have a look at now. And again you can see evidence of one of the many fires what have taken place here. I'm not exactly sure what this building was, but I would imagine it was probably something to do with the lift system. This was once part of one of the main slopes here, and as you can see it doesn't look like anybody's going to be coming down here anytime soon on a set of skis. So this particular section, all the steel has been ripped away from the base. It's just a white fabric left underneath. Just approaching the top now. It's yeah, very slippy on the foot. and quite tiring on the legs. Obviously it's a massive slope, quite steep, and my little legs aren't built for this. Just as we approach the top, we've still got some lighting in place, so activities could still take place at night. So we finally reached the top of the ski slopes, and we've got the first ski slope just over here. As you can see, there's been many fires started there. It's even got trees growing out from under the fabric. And this is the slope we've just climbed up. And then just over here, I do believe, was the slope for the more adventurous of people. Because down here we've got some ramps and some half pipes which are still left from this old site. And you'll see just behind me the remains of the half pipe which was on the main extreme slope. But that's all what's left of it, just a steel skeleton. Obviously it looks like it's been burnt out again by some idiotic yobs. So the main difference with this slope is, but it looks like all the material and all the metalwork which form part of the slope has been stripped away for whatever reason, whether that's been done by the landowners or the council or somebody what's stolen it. I've no idea, but it's just gravel now, and as we approach here you can see another half pipe. This one's a bit more intact, but obviously again it's been burnt out. So just here we've got a little ramp what shoots off to the side, and I would imagine this was the starting point to go on the ramps. As you can see down there, that is one of the jumps. And I'm unsure as to what this is. It's very steep, but looking at it I would imagine this was part of the lift system and the pathway which led all the way up to the top. As you can see, that was some sort of bridge. The abutments are still in place, but that's been long since destroyed by fire.
The ski village was once a jewel in Sheffield's crown. Whether or not extreme sports will return to the site remains to be seen. But for now, the ski village remains abandoned and forgotten.